There's a quiet shift that happens sometime after 35. It doesn't come with an announcement. It doesn't ask for your permission. You just start to feel it. The expectations are higher. The consequences are heavier. And more people rely on you than they used to. At work, you may be managing others now. At home, you're no longer just building your life. You're stabilizing it for someone else. You notice something else too. Energy alone is no longer enough. Drive without direction creates strain. Ambition without structure creates chaos. After 35, the question is no longer, what can I achieve? It becomes, what standards am I living by? Because standards shape everything. They determine how you speak under pressure, how you lead when challenged, how you respond when things don't go your way. The Stoics understood this well. They weren't writing for young men searching for identity. They were writing for leaders, emperors, merchants, statesmen, men responsible for order. After 35, you are responsible for order too. Here are 7 Stoic standards every man should set for himself at this stage of life. In your 20s, experimentation is expected. In your 30s, you build. But after 35, you must stabilize. You can no longer rely on mood, bursts of discipline, or temporary motivation. Your family, your colleagues, and your future depend on consistency. Stoicism is not abstract philosophy. It is a framework for structure. Marcus Aurelius did not write to feel inspired. He wrote to stay aligned. Seneca did not advise comfort. He advised clarity. Epictetus did not teach dominance. He taught self-command. And self-command begins with standards. Let's walk through 7 that matter. 1. Set the standard of composure. After 35, emotional volatility becomes costly. A sharp comment in a meeting, a defensive response at home, an impulsive reaction to stress. These moments erode authority. Composure does not mean suppression. It means measured response. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that the mind becomes what it repeatedly focuses on. If you allow irritation to lead, irritation becomes your reputation. In practical terms, when tension rises in a meeting, slow your speech. When challenged, pause before responding. When criticized, ask one clarifying question before defending yourself. People follow steady men. Composure is not weakness. It is control. 2. Set the standard of personal discipline. After 35, discipline is no longer about aesthetics. It is about stability. Your health affects your clarity. Your sleep affects your patience. Your habits affect your reliability. Small negligence compounds. Seneca warned that we are often undone not by dramatic failures, but by gradual drift. Practical adjustment. Choose 3 daily disciplines: movement, reading, and financial tracking, for example. Keep them simple. Keep them consistent. You do not need extreme routines. You need reliability. Your body and mind are instruments of leadership. Maintain them accordingly. 3. Set the standard of financial order. Financial stress distorts judgment. When money is unstable, decisions become reactive. You negotiate from pressure rather than strength. After 35, financial order is not about status. It is about calm. Epictetus taught that freedom begins with what we control. While markets and economies shift, structure is within your reach. Create clarity. Know your monthly obligations. Maintain reserves. Invest deliberately. Avoid impulsive commitments. When your finances are ordered, your thinking becomes clearer, and clarity strengthens leadership. 4. Set the standard of speech. By this stage of life, your words carry weight. Careless language can damage trust built over years. Stoicism places strong emphasis on speech, not because words are delicate, but because they are powerful. Ask yourself, do I speak to resolve or to dominate? Do I correct privately or embarrass publicly? Do I promise carefully or casually? In leadership, restraint earns respect. Practical adjustment. Before responding in high-stakes conversations, lower your voice slightly. Shorten your sentences. Remove unnecessary emotion. Authority without aggression is rare. That rarity makes it powerful. 5. Set the standard of responsibility. After 35, excuses become transparent. You may not control outcomes entirely, but you control long-term thinking reduces emotional reactivity. It replaces urgency with intention. 7. Set the standard of inner alignment. The final standard is the quietest. Alignment. After 35, internal conflict becomes exhausting. Saying one thing and doing another drains energy. Stoicism teaches that integrity creates peace. When your actions match your stated values, you think clearly, you sleep better, you lead more confidently. Marcus Aurelius frequently reminded himself not to act against his own principles. In modern life, if you value family, protect time for it. If you value health, guard it. If you value integrity, do not compromise it for convenience. Alignment simplifies decision-making, and simplicity brings steadiness. These standards are not modern inventions. They echo through Stoic writing. Marcus Aurelius sought composure amid chaos. Seneca urged discipline in habits and thought. Epictetus emphasized control over reaction and clarity over complaint. But none of them taught dominance. They taught self-governance. And self-governance is the foundation of leadership. After 35, life does not demand perfection. It demands standards. Standards of composure, discipline, financial order, speech, responsibility, long-term thinking, alignment. These standards are not dramatic. They are quiet commitments. They are rarely applauded, but they're always felt by your colleagues, by your children, by your partner, by yourself. A stable man is not loud. He is steady. He does not chase validation. He builds structure. He does not escalate tension. He absorbs it and redirects it. Set your standards now, not to impress, not to compete, but to become the kind of man others can rely on without hesitation. Because after 35, leadership is no longer optional. It is your responsibility, and the life you build from here will reflect the standards you choose to live by.